Apple has just refreshed the MacBook Pro for 2018 edition with 6-core CPUs. Yep, you can now get a 15-inch MacBook Pro with a 6-core i7 and a 6-core i9. And also 32GB of RAM. Everyone complained when the previous generation MacBook Pros could only go up to 16GB, so now everyone should be happy. No, it's Apple. Someone is going to find something to complain about. But anyway, if you'd rather have a 13-inch MacBook Pro, then you can now have a quad-core CPU as opposed to the previous generation which were dual-core only. I think a lot of people were expecting these specs in the next MacBook Pro refresh, but no one was expecting it to be this soon. Everyone thought it was going to be sometime in September or November, so this is a very welcome surprise. Naturally, this is a very welcome upgrade for anyone doing video editing or CGI. The old MacBook Pros could easily handle 4K files, but now with these 6-core CPUs, they can handle much higher than 4K, probably 8K, and when we move up to higher resolutions, they should work on the new MacBook Pro as well. And if you just want to stick with 4K files, then they should render even faster and the playback should be smoother. Working with 4K files is now so much better with these new 6-core CPUs. And if you're doing CGI with programs like Blender or Maya, that's now a lot more practical as well on the MacBook Pro, because these new CPUs, this is a really big performance upgrade and having more RAM as well. Anyone who has used Blender knows how Blender can use basically all of your system resources and crash your computer, and that is now less likely to happen with a new high-spec MacBook Pro. With these new improvements, it's genuinely possible for this 2018 MacBook Pro to be a desktop replacement. The Apple website also states that the butterfly keyboard is now quieter, which is hopefully Apple language for "we've fixed it." For those of you that haven't heard about this, the old butterfly keyboards in the 2017 and I believe some of the 2016 MacBook Pros, they sort of malfunctioned a bit where the keys would get stuck and they wouldn't push down, which, as you can imagine, is a really big problem for a laptop. So hopefully with this new refined butterfly keyboard mechanism, the 2018 MacBook Pro shouldn't have these problems. And finally, if you want a 15-inch MacBook Pro, you can now specify a 4TB SSD. If you have a lot of money, that is. Will I be buying one? Yes, I really want to buy a MacBook Pro. The only thing is, I quite like the look of the top spec MacBook Pro with a 2TB SSD, and that is quite expensive. Now, to be fair, it's not a lot more expensive than the 2017 generation, and it's an awful lot more powerful. But still, if you found this video useful, then please consider leaving a like, and if you'd like to see me unbox and review a brand new 6-core MacBook Pro, when I eventually get one, then be sure to subscribe. See you later.